flexible, so it can go on materials that can be flexed. This is on styrene. Styrene is a very stiff material. This is a combination of dye bond, which is a metal printed on metal, and on the backing is Comatex, so that you can have a layered look. This product is one that we did for Harley-Davidson in conjunction with Snapple, where it's a full-size motorcycle that's designed for a display. We also can create boxes where we design them, print them, cut them, fold them, and assemble them. This was done for 30 boxes for Lee, where they wanted to do an invitation for a party. This is something that is practical because you don't have to pay for a die cut, which would be typical for lithographic printing, which would require at least 1,000 copies. So we can do it in different multiples. Here's an example of die bond again for outside signage. And this is an example over here, Laura. You can, this is an acrylic that's been etched with or routed with our optical cutter. It's in a Comatex base, which we can also use. We have metal bases that has an LED display, so you can have almost any color LED. We create personalized license plates that can be printed on die bond, or we can use that same material, which is a styrene, and use that, which is going to be less expensive. We also do things like this, which are three-dimensional products. And we have wall apps. That's something that can be applied to a wall, peeled off, reapplied, and it doesn't take any paint off. And we have a number of different tiles. These are perfect for people who want to be introduced to a company. Use this instead of a 25-cent pin, which never gets looked at and never gets used. These are impervious to heat and cold. They sit on desks that people don't throw them away. They use them for coasters. We can make them almost any size that tiles will come in. This happens to be a Venetian marble, so it's a high quality. Because of our printing capacity, we have the ability to print on thick materials. This is over an inch thick, so you can put an image on there. You can upload an image. You can put your image on there. It can be used for personal affairs, or it can be used for corporate identifications. On the floor, you have mats. These are printed directly to the back side, which is called second surface printing. So when you walk, you're not walking on the image. And we have the ability with variable data, which is another way of saying we can print a basic image and change information in there so that somebody can personalize or identify. If you have an address, you have a name. That's good for things like these table toppers that are used for events. You can have a different name of a table, different number of a table, have the same basic item. We created these for Dell Computer when they had 5,000 boxes that they wanted to send out with candy, so their name is actually baked on there. Going back here, we have, this was done for AMC theaters. These are what we called flying French fries. But this is a lenticular flip, which means that as you move, the image moves. And here we do just normal signage for Lee and other companies like that around the country. Coming this way, here's another example of our new latex printing. This was done on an Inca Spider, which is a UV print, which means it will be impervious to the sun and things of that nature, and it's printed on the back side of the acrylic, and then it's sealed, so it has a real pop to it. This was done on a latex printer, and once again you can go up to 1400 DPI, which is better than most cameras. Here are examples of what we at one time we were licensed. We aren't selling these now because we don't license them any longer. This was left over from those runs. These are wall apps, which we can do in any shape, color, size, and somebody can put them on their wall. Here again is something we did for Popeyes, a hanging banner, and it's on a metallic, on a something that is slidable and movable.
Excuse me.
We do trade show booths, like for this one, it's all done where you have, magnets, so
Magnet.
it's real easy. Here's another booth where you have, another floor mat where it's printed on the back side. Okay, we're gonna go in the back. I'll tell them to turn down the music. Now, they got it real loud.
Don't worry about it.
Here are more examples of dartboards we've done for different companies and different personalities. You can watch the optical cutter, which means that we can cut almost any product, whether it be metal or paper, glass, acrylic. It's all done.
Yeah, a little boo-boo there. That's all right. Just a little tiny